Oh, good thing we don't need any of this stuff. There it is. Those are a bitch. Found a good use for the oil pit.
Yep. There's already a whole bunch of oil down there anyways.
Step on it.
Alright guys, today we're shipping out 2 cylinder heads to 4-piston. If you don't know who 4-piston is, they specialize in doing CNC port work on cylinder heads. They're really well known for their K-series heads. And in these 2 boxes, as you guys just saw, we got 2 K24 heads all tore down. We took the valve springs and everything out of them and the valves, and you know, just completely tore them down to the bare head. These are both K24 A2 heads. That's what they recommend for us to use if we're trying to make big power. That's what a lot of the world record Hondas are running right now, like the all-wheel drive Civics and stuff. They're all running this type of head. I guess the ports on these are better for spooling the turbos and stuff like that. So they recommended these heads. We happen to have 2 of them. We got them completely tore down, and these are going to be shipped off to 4-piston, and they are going to get CNC work done, and possibly we're going to have them assemble a whole valve train for us as well. We'll get more into that once we're sure about what we're doing, but for now we're going to get the heads sent out, and while we're at it, we also have a whole bunch of t-shirts we need to get shipped out, so we're going to do that as well.
So dude, already another car on the lift.
Yeah, almost done.
Yeah. What's this one?
I already swapped the whole ring main seal.
Alright. Looks like a fresh oil pan.
Oh yeah.
Got it?
Yeah.
As you guys just saw, we got 2 heads shipped out to 4-piston. One's going to be for the MR2, the other one will be for Honru. Those are on their way, but that was actually a couple days ago. And since then, we have gotten more progress done on the MR2's roll cage. So I'm pretty sure we left off with getting the main hoop bent, and then you saw us put the seatbelt bar in, got that tacked into place. But since then, we also added this lower bar right here, and then we have these 2 D bars, and this is completely done. Got everything welded, so honestly, a good few hours went into just doing this, and I didn't film too much of it, but we did get it knocked out. And you know, it's pretty simple and straightforward. We kind of showed how we cut it. I had to eyeball everything because we don't have the notcher, all we have is the bandsaw. So making these D-bars right here is kind of a pain, but we got it figured out. It's all welded up, and now we're getting ready to set this back into the car so we can get the halo mocked up. That's already cut out as well. It's right here. We showed making this guy real quick too. And we have the ends and everything already cleaned up, so we're ready to tack it on when the time comes. But this will be going just like that in the car. And then all this is cleaned up so we can get this where we want it and get this tacked into place. And then once we tack it, we can start making our front bars that go through the dash right here, get those where they need to go, and just start getting it all in place. And also something else that we didn't film is I also got the tunnel cut out in the MR2 right here. I had to take a sawzall and notch this section out right here to fit our main hoop after we added that lower bar and the D-bars. There are just a couple fuel lines and some coolant lines that I had to move out of the way so then I could cut that notch out. And I'm doing it like this because it makes it a lot easier to weld everything out of the car. Another way you could do it is to put steel plate right here on the side and then have the D-bar come to that on each side, and you wouldn't have to notch any of this out. But I didn't like doing that because it makes it really hard to weld inside the car, and this metal on the tunnel right here is really, really thin. So I feel like it might be kind of hard to MIG weld a thick 1-inch or 1/8-inch steel plate right here to this thin metal. I feel like the MIG welder might just blow through it and it wouldn't be very strong. So I went with going that way, and that's also what Sean recommended, and it's going to make it a lot easier to do because now it's fully welded, took way less time, and now we can just drop it in and it will be ready to go. So we're gonna go ahead and drop it in right now, and then we can get our main hoop in here, or the halo up in here, and see where that needs to go. Just go from there, and then I'm gonna start fabbing up our front bars that will go through the dash, see where we want our holes in the dash, then we can start flocking the dash real quick once we get our holes drilled, and just keep going from there. That's how you know it's getting serious.
Cutting the dash.
Yep. No going back now. That's it. Right here, nice and tucked out of the way. So it gives you some room to weld around it. Well, we just got our holes drilled through the dash. We got the halo tacked up earlier to our main hoop. We got the main hoop sitting right where we want it, so then we tack the halo to that. And everything right now in the car is sitting where I want it to be. So then we went ahead and put the dash back in and cut our holes where we wanted them. I just kind of cut a hole on an existing little thing that was over there, and then this one looks pretty good right here. So now we can start mocking up these two bars that run to the front right here. It's just going to be one bend. We go all the way back to the halo up here, and just have to notch it to fit that. So it should be pretty simple. We just got to get two of those made, and then we can pull the dash back out. And I still want to flock it, but before I flock it, I was going to do it today, but I want to go get some super glue and fix this little part on the dash right here. suck this back down to make it look nice again because it's starting to peel up right there. So I'll probably wait until tomorrow before we flock it so I can fix that. But I'm gonna go ahead and start making the front bars that come down through the dash. Good, bro. All right, after messing with this bar for about 45 minutes, we got it to fit up how we like. It's going to weld up no problem at all. We just have to clean it off obviously before we try to do that, but fits really good. It's going to fit under the windshield, no problem at all. And then if you look inside the car, it's not gonna get in your line of sight hardly at all going down the road. Try to keep it as far over as we can so the bar is not in your face. And if you look right here at the A-pillar, we have a nice even gap all the way down. Once this thing will focus, but looks really good right there. So that one is done, and now we just have to move on to the next one. You put the windshield back on?
Yeah, I didn't want to get too dusty in here, you know?
That quick release windshield?
Yep.
Oh.
That was quick release.
Ready to start on the cage in this thing too? Yeah, we're getting close on the MR2, so this one's next, yep.
Probably next week. Starting next
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
I might be finishing up still next week. I mean, yeah, we'll hurry, we'll hurry.
You got time, bro.
We can be building your motor while I finish my cage.
Yeah.
And then we can finish your cage while I build my motor.
We should have some parts coming in at the end of this week too for this.
Yeah, we already got some parts in for both of them that we got to show.
Some more, yeah.
One's in that box. It's a secret.
Don't look at it.
As you guys just saw in the last video, we got a new turbo manifold for Wago. So now I'm really excited to get a turbo kit put together for this thing. I've been slowly piecing everything together. Now that we have the manifold, we can really start getting this thing together. We already have the intercooler, that's in the driver's seat right there. We still need to get all the oil lines and everything like that, a wastegate, blow-off valve, intercooler piping, and some other little things that we'll need to turbo it. But we actually took the Borg Warner off. That was the 69 millimeter that came off of Brent's Bully that Hayden was using for mock-up. And today we're going to show you guys what turbo we actually are going to be using on Wago. Hey, you got a turbo laying around I can use?
What kind of turbo? What's going on?
On Wago?
Oh.
I know you got something laying around.
For Wago. For Wago I do. It's in my secret drawer.
What else you got in there, bro?
Don't be looking. I got a 62.
I'll take it.
That'd be all right.
Yeah, that'll be good.
You're the big one.
Yeah, no, I'll be good with that one.
Okay.
How much power can this thing make?
The NSX made 770 on it, at like 18 pounds or whatever, but it was done.
You just don't need it anymore?
Nope.
But it's perfectly
I
fine?
got a bigger turbo to take you out with.
Oh, yeah? Since I took out the NSX and the hatch 2 years ago?
Yeah, I know.
That's what made you upgrade it?
That's what made me upgrade it, was him beating me by
What's on it now? What does it have now? What replaced that one?
I got a bigger one of the new Garretts.
Oh. So yeah. I'll definitely take that.
Well,
if you don't mind.
I don't mind.
Still looks
Just
new.
had it laying around anyways.
New. Yeah.
No, okay, the only reason it's new is because I cleaned it off. And this is staged. It was so disgusting when he brought it.
Was it?
Yeah.
No,
it was so dirty. It was black.
He's so full of it.
It was black.
You got me,
he's
bro.
just-
I used a whole can of brake cleaner on it.
He's full of it. Where'd the brake clean come from?
Brent bought it for me too.
Gave it to him with the turbo.
Yeah.
I did.
Here's the kit.
I had to make it look nice.
Well, it's located by the axle shaft, so things happen.
Well, there we go. There's our turbo for Wago.
So funny.
There we go. It's gonna be our new turbo for Wago. It's actually gonna be the first non-eBay turbo I think we've ever used.
Precision, bro. You're moving on up in the world.
Yep. So the main reason I'm using this one is because when I told Hayden I wanted a manifold, I wanted to make sure it was T4 in case we wanted to upgrade later on. Because I would be fine with just using one of the T3 eBay turbos that we always use, but I didn't want to get two manifolds made or have to use an adapter. I was talking to Brent about it before I even got this manifold made, and I just asked if he happened to have any T4 turbos that I could just bum for a little bit while we, run it on this setup stock motor. And he said he had this 6262 that came off the NSX that he just had laying around because he upgraded it a few months ago. And he said I could just use it and nothing's wrong with the turbo. This one is just a journal bearing, but should work pretty good for what we need. So it's definitely capable of 500 to 600 or more horsepower. So that's plenty for the stock motor. And it is a lot smaller than that guy. So it's gonna spool up pretty nice. We have a lot more room for the downpipe right here. So it's gonna be sweet. We just have to get the oil feed and return fittings, and we can start plumbing up all the intercooler piping on this thing. I need to figure out what to do with the radiator as well still. So still working on that, but that is going to be the new turbo for Wago. Got her a Precision, so it's our first name brand turbo. So we'll see how it does.
What are you doing in here? Hey, it looks like you're making some progress.
Yeah, it's getting there.
It's coming along. Main hoops up in there. Got your halo getting tacked in.
Still looking good to you though?
Yep.
That's what I like to hear.
We'll see when it's all
Sean approves. Yeah, it's still not done yet though.
Still not done.
Still a ways to go.
Yep.
All right guys, I'm the only one at the shop right now. Everyone got out of here not too long ago. I stayed back just to finish up a couple more things on the cage, but I got the second down bar ran. You guys probably saw it in the background when I was talking to Sean, but that one is ran and ready to go. It just needs to come up and it sucks right up to the halo. So both the down bars going through the dash are done. You guys saw that the main hoop is all done. Everything on that is fully welded up. The halo is still tacked into place for right now. We still need to drill holes in this back firewall and see how we need to tie in some rear bars from the top of the main hoop into our shock towers. So we still need to do that, and then later on we'll need to add door bars as well. But the basic layout of the cage is pretty much done, at least for inside the car. Really happy with how it's coming out. It's looking really nice. The seat clears just fine. Plenty of room there. I mean, it comes close, but the seat clears, no issues. I don't think I showed any of my welds too much, but I'm pretty happy with some of my welds. Coming out all right. But yeah, that's where we're at on the MR2 for right now. Making pretty good progress. Sorry if there's not too much content in these videos recently. Like today, I've been working on the MR2 all day on this roll cage, and it takes a lot of time just to get everything to fit up right. So I've been busy with that, and Emilio's been busy as well, getting t-shirts shipped out. So we've been busy lately, but we are getting stuff done. And after we get the MR2's roll cage done, we still have to do Hondaru. So we have a lot to get done, and a lot of it is really time consuming and stuff we can't really film every single step of because it would just take forever. But yeah, been busy with that. I mean, we did get the new turbo for Wago too, so that is a pretty cool little update for you guys. We are going to be running a Precision on Wago, so I want to get started on the turbo kit for this thing. I know a lot of you guys want to see Wago up and going, and I do too, so that will be coming as well. But I'm getting out of here for tonight. It is really late. Happy that we got far on the MR2's roll cage, and I guess that's going to be it for this video, guys. Also, the fuel rail that we're giving away from K-Tuned, we will be announcing that, I believe, in the next video. So I'm not sure when this one will get posted, but the next video I think that we post, we will announce the winner for the K-Tuned fuel rail. So stay tuned for that as well. But that's going to be it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and as always, thanks for watching.